Hello everybody, welcome to a video. My name is Kenneth and welcome to Fusecraft. So this is the first proper episode of this Fusecraft world, and let me actually talk to you about what I've done in the world and everything that I want to do in the world in the future. So these are my little module areas. There's five on each left and right side, so it's 10 overall on each wall. These are very basic things, so it's like, well, this one is for stalactites and stalagmites, where you can just line it all up, you can take it with you, you can be like, oh yeah, I really need some. And then over time, what will happen is these will drip down and they'll be growing from the bottom and the top, and we should be all good in that area. I'm going to probably put 4 more modules in this area because each module area is for that certain type. In this area, I got some smelters, very basic smelters and all that. They're not really that particularly great or anything. I just put some lava buckets in them and just let things drop from the top to the bottom, and then they go through this hopper system to this one single chest. What you can see is pretty much overfilling at this stage. But yeah, it was going to be an auto sorter, but I'm actually just going to take all the back in and out and all that, just make it into a normal sorting system for this corridor. Is pretty much that's it. This is of course a infinite lava kind of mine. I'm going to make these 4 modules expand. This is a honey comb and bottle farm where I can actually collect honeycomb and honey bottles. And this is a sugarcane farm. All the other modules are actually empty, and I actually have my bed over here. This is my current sorting system, and basically just everything was awful, where it's going to be cleared out, and I'm going to be basically expanding myself into this area a lot more. What is going to be, well, expanding myself out of the area a lot more not in the area. But yeah, let's actually, I want to destroy this. Please let me destroy. I really want to boink it. There you go. Basically, these glow berries are actually going to go. I just want to wait for a berry to grow on them and then get rid of them, and that's basically it. Here's my dogs. What I've got pretty much a couple of days ago now, 5-6 days ago. I've been playing on this world for about a month now. I'm hoping to do things in all different areas. I actually have some signs set up. So this one was meant to be auto sorter, as you can see, or auto smelter. I think I actually wrote. No, an auto sorter. I haven't actually put an auto sorter. I'll probably put it below my base from this point, and then from here I have like a very basic wheat farm and a glowberry farm. So what I'm going to do is work out how to be able to create a better glowberry farm, as well as I'm actually making a wheat farm on the outside of this place. So I'm probably going to destroy this one on the inside and reuse it for something else, I guess. But yeah, let me actually show you the farms. This is what I actually made earlier, so it's pretty much pretty brand new for me. So this is a melon and pumpkin farm part of it, where you come out into. This part is let me just come and sit on top of this place. I'll show you on the mini map in a minute of like what this place looks like from above. I got a wheat farm and I got a beetroot farm. Basically, the reasoning behind these being in this order is because 2 major farms what needs pretty much a lot of space. This one was of course a very basic wheat farm. When you think of seeds in Minecraft, you think of that, and then you're like, oh, that's pretty much the only one. Then you forget about beetroots, so that's why they're right next to each other, because pretty much useless for the most part unless you're getting a ton of wheat for bread, sort of like I have. And then these 2 farms over this side, what is the carrot and the potato farm, where when you normally think of one, you normally think of the other, so I bring them together, and that was the simple idea of it. So this is what it looks like above this place. It's pretty much a huge section up here, where I'm filling in these areas here to make it all flat, and then I'm going to flatten out all these areas and basically I'm probably going to do the exact same thing that I've done this side on all 4 sides now, just because of consistency and also tons of storage, or very basic manual storage, but still tons of storage nonetheless. And as you can see, this is my very basic design of this. So it's a pretty cool area. It's pretty large for the most part because my beacon does not cover it all, and it's a 4-tier beacon. Tell me about it. It's gonna need a few more beacons probably to be able to actually do this area properly. That, and I have to mine down these mountains in this area and this area here, and then also mine down some of these mountains to make it so that it actually goes down to the lower levels that it's supposed to, or pretty much these layers. So I don't like covering up things, so that does take quite a while. I should just learn how to suck it up and be able to actually cover up things properly, instead of like, oh yeah, I need to fill it in like these areas here, as you can see. I should probably just like do it at this point. But yeah, let's actually go finish off that little section that I've been doing. And as you can see, there's tons of markers of where things are around the place, so like my last death and things, as well as there's a few more things. If we zoom out, you can see most of them at last death, someone else's base, and up this way is a manual ice farm, where I want to make a semi-automatic ice farm, because I know you can't completely 100% make a automatic ice farm. I would like one what pushes the ice as time goes on and makes it easier to be able to mine. A pillager tower, what is also a raid farm right near it, what is right there. And then if we come over this way, we can actually see that we have a mining desert where we mine out the sand. And then we also have up this way a lot more things like cactus islands and stuff where I'm actually covering in cactus. So that's pretty much quite a lot. Okay everybody, so there has been progress that has been made, so let me just collect all of this because I need that at some stage. Progress has been made not only to this area where I've started putting the string in various places, as well as of course expanding it a lot more. We've actually completed the removal of all the crops what are on top of here. The main issue now is pretty much taking all parts of this whole place. One, trying to figure out what I should actually put on top of it, because it's a very flat land. And two, taking down the mountains, filling in all of that, or even just lighting it up in the end. To be honest, I'm probably just going to end up filling it in, because it's not actually that much of a task, maybe a couple of hours or so. And then I just ran out of rockets. There's my shotgun box of rockets. And I ran out of food as well. Let's just use these, why not? I actually have a lot of food in there, so we'll go in there in just a moment and we'll get that. We should also heal up our stuff at some stage, because some of it's getting a little bit low. But yeah, basically this is the progress so far. As you can see, it's pretty much all through all the crops and stuff. We just have to mine down these mountains. What I'm gonna regret, I know I'm gonna regret it, is that, or I'm gonna have to go get some sand so that I can actually just make some TNT and just explode it in the end, because I really can't be bothered to be able to collect all the blocks and all that. I should just mine it, to be honest. But yeah, this is what I've basically been doing, just filling in like the small bits of land that I find, and then just filling it all in like that, basically filling in the bottom, and then going upwards and upwards as far as I can go, pretty much, just seeing how far I can actually do all of this like progress as such, as well as just making in the paths that we need, all the walkways and stuff. So we're definitely going to have to put in all the paths in a moment, so that shouldn't take too long. So after I finish this little line, I'm going to go back in, do a quick nap, and chuck all this away, and then we'll get all of the stuff. So let's see you in just a moment. Okay, so now what we gotta do is just head on outside and just plant it all in. Also, I made some golden carrots, so I have quite a lot of golden carrots at this point because I used all my gold up on them. So I'm probably gonna have to go gold mining at some stage, probably in the nether or something. It's that, or I should probably create a gold farm like I've been planning to do at some stage. So yeah, I need to find a design for that, so that's gonna be the main issue there. But yeah, the whole path is pretty much just going to be very simple to be able to do. It is just the process of just putting in 3 blocks, moving along, making sure that I can do the process over and over again as much as possible without messing up like that, because otherwise if you mess up like that you have to break it and it's just more annoying. Waste durability of a mending pickaxe for no reason at all other than just... I really don't know what I'm saying at this point. But yeah, let's carry on this and we'll see what this ends up being. So yeah, let's do this quick. Okay, so now we've actually completed the whole area. I'm not gonna go up to there yet. I'm just gonna just put some more down just so that I can show that I kind of stopped here, because this is the end of what would be this one here, this little like module type of thing. But as you can see, we're slowly expanding out, we're slowly like filling in these areas and all that. We'll get to the swamp eventually, we'll get through the swamp to whatever this biome is. I think that's a birch biome or something. Then dark oak forest, what was one of the... There's the biome right there. You can see right there, this hole was a dark oak forest what I had to actually destroy basically, and I've almost flattened it out as well, so done pretty well in that area. So as you can see, the progress of this whole area is getting there. It's got now, what's that, 200 melons being produced. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 melons being produced, pumpkins being produced, not melons. And we need to also fill in this area, so let's just quickly do that, because why the hell not? Give me more, there you go. And yeah, we should be done with this in just a second. There you go. Now we've completed that, we can actually go back over this way, and there's this massive thing here. I should probably just destroy this, so let's destroy this. By the way, all of these things, these are just like tidying up of like everything, and knowing that these take, say, 5 minutes to do each, you can see how long the process of like mining out this whole area and everything has been, but also how like annoying it is to do like 5-minute tasks at the end, because it's like, well, that's more satisfying being able to do the 5-minute task, but I can't be asked at the moment. So yeah, let's get all of this, and we'll probably reuse it to be able to fill in the holes. So yeah, we'll probably do it that side, because I actually have some projects that I want to do that side. What will probably be starting to build a city in some sort, I'm not sure, but yeah, let's go do that. So yeah, mine all of this, and now we're getting to the stone. Yay.
Hey, Future Kenneth here. So I recorded this like a week ago, and it's really stupid, but I just haven't edited it. I've been busy in my own personal life and everything like that, so I'm now editing it, and I hope you enjoy this, but I'm actually going to add a lot more into this first episode just because it's helpful. So yeah, enjoy the rest.
Ta-da! We have now created more flat land for us to be able to actually walk through. So I'm not sure what I'm actually going to do around this area, around the actual building and stuff. Maybe some like grassy, like sort of like not different terrain, but I am tempted to actually do something like some greenery or something through this area, because of course at the moment I just have the sweet berries all the way at the edge, and that's good, say defense or whatever you want to call it at that point, but it's also not the case of it's much. So yeah, basically like sweet berries, you can just pick them up and then you just expand your barrier all the way around, and it's like, yeah, that's fine. Like, I'm sure eventually I'll get all the way around, but this right here, this is where I'm actually going to be creating this area here. This is where I'm hopefully going to start creating the city, but I'm really not sure where to start from. I guess this is the first point of the city, what is like a very wide, low area, what doesn't really fit in with a lot of buildings. So knowing if I'm going to start here and basically use flatlands, like a flatland system, to be able to actually do all of this, maybe change it up later down the line, because I really don't know how to use terrain for the most part, especially whilst trying to build a city, then that's a very strange point that I'm trying to like put a... What am I saying? Yeah, so basically the whole aspect of the city is going to be, of course, flatland first of all, kind of like a, I guess like a sort of New York-y sort of feel. I'm not sure, I've never been to New York, but I know most cities don't really have too much terrain differences if they've been, say, built near the water or something like that, or built on water for the most part. If they do, that is normally somewhere else in the city, and it's just because they couldn't be bothered to move dirt. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure how real life architecture actually works, but I know that in most Minecraft cities you don't have much terrain difference unless they've actually been doing it for years on end. And I want to start off with a very flat area and all that. And yeah, basically let's kind of go empty our inventory, I guess, inside of our random chests. Okay, so we're in our very wide, easy to manipulate terrain sort of system. What I'm going to do first of all is of course make a very basic path that we've done on all sides. What is literally a 3x path, what can literally go straight through the center. So that's going to be a very basic path what we want to start off with, and then from here we'll start building the buildings. Where I am going to start with a very basic building first of all with the smooth stone. What is also our floor, what means it makes it even more difficult. Also, I know that I can't pick any of this up at the moment, and I am sure probably going to actually go through all of this after I finish one stack of this and pick up all of that, because I really want it. I definitely need it for all my terraforming that I'm going to be doing. So yeah, let's go through this quick, and we'll do like a very basic base of a building or something. I'm not sure how we're going to do this, but yeah, let's get the walkway in. Let's pick up all of this as much as possible, and yeah, let's build a very basic section.
And here I am, Future Kenneth again. So my premise behind this build was just a very simple, make sort of like a basement sort of system. Somewhere I watched a video or something and I decided that the basement is pretty much where you want to start. You want to start with like a base underground, say if like there's normally say earthquakes or something, what of course there isn't in Minecraft, you would have a basement what kind of stops it from shaking and things like that. I'm not really good with infrastructure and infrastructure, did I just say? I don't know what I just said, but I'm not very good with architecture and trying to create a really awesome build and everything, but I had an idea for a build, what was in my head of use this block or use this, and I started off with the basement. So that's what I pretty much did, and that's where I got to. And you'll see through this video and the rest of this build and all that, that I really just went with the flow with it and just decided to use a block that I sometimes haven't used or even just thought of using, and I had to collect some new blocks and things for this. But the basement, I definitely like how it turned out. I'm gonna have to definitely do something in it in the future because I just covered it over after, but nonetheless it's a pretty good build. So yeah, see you in a minute.
Okay, so I have completed this area, so as you can probably see, this is more of a hole. It's definitely not a skyscraper or anything of any means like that. I thought I would just start off with a very basic little tiny... sorry, I'm just trying to mine this tree so that I can actually see a visual from above, because the minimap gets blocked by trees, so I gotta kind of get rid of these trees anyway, so why not just kind of get rid of them whilst talking. But yeah, basically the whole aspect of it is that I'm trying to do sort of more of like an American style build, I guess, where you would have more of like basements and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with like a small tiny like little skyscraper, like I think it's a I don't know what you call them, basically a mid-level skyscraper. It's not too big, not too small. This is a bit high, like the floor is too high, knowing that I'm going to put the floor in there, meaning it's going to be too, I know that, but other than that, pretty sure that I've done a decent job here. So as you can see, all of the blocks and all that are going to go, and I know that it's the case of like, I know that's an issue. We're going to go to sleep and we're going to do the one little bit that we're going to start doing, what is starting to actually work on it, what I know we've been meaning to do. So yeah, let's actually start working on it in just a second. So yeah, let's go to sleep and we'll magically teleport back over there. Okay, so we're now back over, and the very basic idea is that this should be a 20 by 20 area, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So as you can see, it's a 20 by 20 area, what means that we should be able to now like section this off into a really cool sort of build where we let's do the front side first. We're making this the front side, I guess. So we're gonna just very basically go through this in blocks what I took ages smelting up and stuff. No, I need, please. But yeah, basically what we're gonna do is just decorate this place. I'm probably just gonna fill in this bottom bit because I'm probably not gonna ever use it, and on top of that, it's just worthless and more things to light up and all that. And I don't have the torches on me. I don't even have my actual ender chest. I should probably go get that. But yeah, let's sort out the front, and I'll show you the progress in just a moment.
Plotting and planning and everything that I'm doing. So yeah, basically this is the progress that I'm trying to make inside this episode. I just want to really create a start of a city and see how far we can get. We can do little tasks throughout the series of doing Fusecraft and all that. I'm hoping to get some more people in. I've actually been building a website for Fusecraft for forums and things like that. After this, basically between this, basically most of all of this building and everything, and just everything that's been going on with my life. So yeah, basically I really want to create some form of forms, and that's going to be a huge thing that I want to work on and try and create, what means that people can give feedback and suggest stuff for things to happen inside the series or just inside the world in general, as well as sign up, hopefully. So I'm currently working on that, but once it's finished, I'll say about it.
Okay, so this is the progress so far. Basically, I've expanded out the sides slightly. As you can see, these sides are kind of pushing out a little bit, just to kind of give you some depth. I'm tempted to do something like this as well, just to kind of, because otherwise I square it back off again, and that won't be a good idea. But as you can see, the very basic idea of it is to kind of have these sides here, these like ones what you come up to, so these ones here will still have glass in, right like that. And then these ones will have glass in as well, so they go up by 4. So each room should have a 4 high sort of like aspect, I guess, like, what do you call this? Just window, 4 high window. So it's like a 4 meter big bay window. Oh, bay? Is that a bay window? I don't know. Basically, it's just it's like having just massive ass windows into your actual whole house and everything, or whatever this place is gonna be. I think I'm probably gonna make it into something more industrial, more than anything. I should probably start like designing some districts or something for this place and start trying to like design it. Is that, or it's some weird, wacky, very obviously bright ass shop or something? I don't know. Basically, this could be even the Apple Store. that's how much like light is coming into this place. It just looks like the Apple Store. But yeah, let's finish off this, and then I gotta work on the layer to be able to like top it off. What I believe I have some form of idea of a design for. So that's gonna be something. So yeah, let's get on with this, and I'll see you when I've completed the like top of this layer, the cap of the layer, whatever you call it.
It's called the roof of the layer. So yeah, basically my simple design, what I wanted to do was kind of bring in a lip to the actual building, and also bring in a lot of honey into the situation. Because I have a small bee farm inside of my base, I wanted to kind of use it for my advantage, as well as use a really cool lighting method to be able to light it up. The main problem is, of course, when you use a different lighting method, what you haven't really optimized yourself to be able to collect, you might run into a situation like we're going to, and then we'll have to think about something else. But yeah, that's something for you to look forward to. And yeah, I want to talk about just little bits what I've been working on and stuff like that. I've been wanting to work on this series for a while, and I want to work on it a lot more. I should have a lot more free time in the near future, and that means that I can actually work on this series properly and try and work on the series maybe daily, maybe weekly, whatever it is. We're probably not going to have daily episodes, but we might have weekly episodes, what would be very helpful and very much excited for. That is what I'm really excited for, because I have to edit these videos down myself. Not only do I have to record them and try and make sure that all my settings are correct, as you've probably noticed throughout this episode so far, there is a few settings where it's a little bit messed up. And yeah, our little lighting system is En-RODs, what is, yeah, they're very hard to get by. But I worked out that you can craft them, so yeah, hopefully you enjoy the rest of this right here. So yeah, let's get some En-RODs.
Okay, after a bit of progress and just a little bit of design, I have worked out this. It's not done on all sides yet, but basically the 3 layers in between just kind of break it up a little bit of the layers, and just means that I can actually use like a different roof for this room compared to like the next rooms upwards. And I actually use the actual En-RODs, what I believe I can actually grow. I can actually, as long as I get a lot of, was it blaze rods and what's the other stuff? I popped chorus fruit, I believe. I can actually create tons and tons of blaze rods, so I'm gonna or En-RODs, sorry. So that's gonna be one thing that I'll do. I'm thinking about doing about maybe 2 or so more, 2 to 3. Probably like, okay, anywhere between 3 to 4 more layers above this one, so we end up with a 5-layer building. You got the ground and then the several floors. Well, I'll probably turn into actual flats, because I kind of actually find the difference between this layer and that layer there kind of nice, and I really like that. So it's probably going to be some form of flat complex for the most part, and then we're going to have to put in a floor in. So I actually have slabs here, so we have to actually put in this floor in, just so that we can actually possibly still use this area below if we really want to. So we should probably light up this area with normal torches, just so that we can actually see down here, or like nothing really spawns down here, just because that's going to be a little bit easier for us to be able to use. So we'll do it every 3 or so. Let's try that first of all. Nope, that's not going to work, so it's every, like, okay, that's it, I guess. Like, I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but still, it's fine. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So that is like way over accommodating for torches, but still, it's fine. Now we're here, so we actually done it a perfect kind of length away from each other. So 2 away, and we'll have to do 1 more after this, what is right here. So there you go. Now we have a very lit up underground of our little, this is more of an extension of our base. I guess this is where we can actually keep our beds, and where other people can say claim or rent out a apartment or whatever we're doing here. And we can actually put like a little ensuite or something. Right at the top we can actually do something like a penthouse sort of system. What would be pretty cool actually, and the thing is with these small little windows here, that would be a cool way of being able to actually implement a bathroom into the system, kind of like put it on the edge here, because that actually would be really cool. But yeah, that's basically so far, so let's try and get as much of it done. The main problem of waiting for this first layer, where I'm actually thinking about possibly skipping out on this design, was holding it up and just going straight to basically a second layer by just adding on a second layer like this, just basically making it double thick. And basically that just means that we can actually break up the floor and the ceiling still without actually having to have like an extra layer in between. It does mean that we can't do any fancy like electronic lighting what you can turn on and off, but it's still good enough nonetheless, and we can over time create some like data packs or something to be able to work on this. So yeah, I'll do some more progress on this and we'll carry on. I'll probably make some way of getting down to the actual like basement area, because I remember that I do have this little tiny area. I'm not sure what I'll do with it, maybe lower it slightly more, maybe connect to it in other ways to my actual area. I'm currently still filling in all of this. So this layer is of course 2 apartments, what I'm going to do. So I need to fill out these here, and then what I'm going to do from here is basically fill out the apartment, basically make a simple design that can be replicated by flipping it, putting it the other side, and then on top of that we go upstairs again, and we've got to do it another 2 more times on each floor. So this is it so far. We've got to fill out this floor because we've got to get the wood for it. I do have a little bit of wood for it, but not much at all. So we're going to have to probably mine a lot of the trees, but then we come up to the roof. We need to light up this somehow. I'm not sure how I'm going to light this up, but I know that this is pretty much the top of the whole building. So the good thing about this building is that it's not too high, as it's going to be like overlooking this at the current moment. What is of course a I don't even know what to call this. This is a weird building, and then we're starting to go to like high rises. I could probably also make it so that you could not just enter from this side, but also enter from that side, what would probably be a better idea in general, just for the design and stuff, because the design is not that different, so it would probably be better if I'd done that. I do have enough. I believe I could do it right now. Let's see what we can do. Let's just mine these out, and then we'll go check the design and everything from both sides. So if we go down like that, there you go, now we have that. And if we get checked from this side, yeah, we have the same amount of space still, as well as we should probably make it so that this goes in, this here goes into here at some stage, but we of course need to get the materials for that. So yeah, this is the first high rise. It's a mid-rise, what means that we can actually go to high rises now, go a little bit down. What we're going to do is probably have like a slightly taller building and slowly make like an arch in shape. So if I come down here, I can actually show you with some blocks or something. So basically, instead of... this is how I understood it from watching some videos on like how to build this sort of thing in Minecraft. A lot of the time people are like having their buildings like just stupid, and then they'll have like small ones down here, and then they'll have like normal houses and all that. So they'll end up with... This looks like a mess, I know. Think of it as a flat plane. Here you go. Let me just... There you go. So this is like a flat wall, so they have like, oh yeah, they're gonna have like quite low buildings to really high to like slightly lower, okay, that's fine, and then higher, okay, that's really, like, that's okay, I guess, because like you don't really see too much, and then you get super tall ones but just like massive for no reason at all, and then you go down to like really tiny ones for no reason, so you end up going from this height difference to this height difference, say in like huger scales of course, and then you end up with like a big gap here and also the other side of that, and it's like, okay, you can have a park or something, maybe that's why you have that massive gap. You normally go to lower rises, not high rises, like the mid rises like these, before you do a park. So technically this could be some form of like park, and then you go to like really low ones, but the thing is, say if you then put it into a 3D aspect, you then have like low ones here, and it's like, why? You don't really have much of like a space in for anything. And that's what I'm trying to work out how to do, as well as hopefully will successfully do. I'm not really an architect at all, and on top of that, don't really know much about buildings. So first of all, we're starting out with accommodation. What is these 3 here, or 6, sorry, they're 6 modules. So that is a 6-person place, I guess you could call it, where I'll actually move into one for the moment to kind of stay in, sleep in, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll probably put another building along here, and we're gonna have to try and work out some more buildings. So yeah, that's good. Okay, so now we have this place all lit up, we should have the simple task of just following the video to be able to actually sort this out and hopefully have a good time with this. Also, we're gonna make a lot more farms in this place at some stage. I'm just kind of need to finish off everything with all my buttons and stuff, so these little buttons what I have, I just gotta like finish them off by like going, oh yeah, I need to fill in these areas, but yeah, that's for another day. We need to basically do that everywhere, and there's of course my other tasks that I'm actually doing with all of this. So yeah, let's finish off this and see how it looks. Okay, so after constructing it, I have been chilling out here, just mining up all the area as much as possible to kind of get this sort of box out of the actual area. And I'm going to slab up the top most likely and make sure that nothing can spawn up there, as well as just around it in general. But as I've been doing it, I've been repairing my pickaxe by just slapping these guys inside of the actual thing, because it is an XP farm. I know there is a way of being able to make it so that it just passively kills them, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, basically this is how much we got. We actually have a head as well, because I do have that data pack inside of here. So let's just slap these guys, and then we'll head off with all our brand new blaze rods, and that is basically the whole system in place, and that's pretty good. And we'll also go get these guys over here. Hello, we want you lot, not the actual blaze. Nothing there, and nothing there. Okay, thank you for your service. I am now out. See you later. Bye bye. Let's go back to the nether roof, and we should be pretty much out of here. So yeah, let's make sure that we get to the right area, get ourselves up, and yeah, we'll be back on the roof. Right in the nick of time, we have run out of rockets. We actually ran out of food as well, so we had to just open up our ender chest and get some food out of our little food storage. But else than that, we have done the task pretty nicely, so we can actually add this head to our collection. It's actually a new head, what means that we are slowly getting there. We have a lot of enderman heads because of course my enderman farm. We don't need these now, so we can chuck them in there, and we'll chuck these in the random loot. And then we need to take our popped chorus fruit, what I believe is this one here, and now we should be able to just do that, and that makes tons of oh, that actually makes quite a lot. So we're gonna have to make a pop chorus fruit farm and another farm, but let's actually get some stuff, and we'll head over to, wait, let me just check all these in to, I guess here. We need to get all our, there you go. We need to get our, there you go, some firework rockets, and we need to head back all the way to this, and let's actually fill in all of the not blaze rods, the end rods, and we should be good. So yeah, let's head off and do all of this, and I'll see you in just a moment. And with the little bit of work from the end rods, we actually went through quite a decent amount. We still have just over 2 stacks, well, we almost have 3 stacks. We have now got this, what is a very simple concept of a area. It's just the very basic sides. Well, if we come up, let me go in the sky. We can see that the sides kind of like go around in a way. It kind of adds some depth. It also seems like it sort of does some support, but I also put some at the top so we can light up the top properly. I'm not sure what, oh, whoopsie, one sec. I'm really not sure what to actually say about this bit at the top. I might get rid of it, I might even just slab the whole lot just to be able to make sure that maybe I don't have to put any of these end rods, and then it means that nothing should spawn up here. As well as I do need to finish off the floors inside this place, as well as actually sort out the lighting situations inside of these buildings, or these parts of the building, as well as do the design of it. So this might be what I do next, or something else. I'm not really sure. Let's get some wood nonetheless. So we're gonna mine out some of this so that we have some more space, and probably go and find some oak wood, because we definitely need the same amount of oak wood as well as dark wood. So let's do that very quickly, and we'll carry on just filling in the floors, making sure that we have the space for when we actually start making it all the actual place that we want it to be. Okay, so I have enough wood now. As you can see in my inventory, we have just over 3 stacks on each one. So what we can do is start working on this quite easily. So we'll just get some slabs there, and we'll also create some slabs from this one here. And then what we should be able to do now is we'll just create more slabs. That is way too much slabs that I now can't carry it. Okay, I guess we've now lost some stuff, but we can always just fill in all of the things that we need to fill in, and just kind of try and head down and be able to actually collect it. So yeah, I'm basically just going to fill in all of this, try and avoid any issues with any like mobs or anything, and then we should be able to actually do all the things that we need to do. So that one now goes down 1, and then down 1 again, and then down 1 to that, and then that should be enough. So yeah, let's fill in all of this, and I'll see you on the flip side.
So, it's been a little bit of time since the previous thing, and I wanted to show you what I actually done with the place in the end. I did actually finish the end rods, as you can see on the outside. Of course, I done the rooms. This isn't actually fully lit up correctly, but due to the new update what's going to be coming out in like a later date, basically December, is when 1.18 is coming out, and there's going to be lighting changes. Basically all of this is lit up for then, not now, as well as I've actually made little flats. So what I've done is labeled them 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B, and in each one I've just put basically like a square like TV, a little sofa, a armor stand so you can always take off your armor and put it away, of course double doors with little windows so you can look out who's outside, as well as a little kitchen, a bedroom where you can actually have a bed, as well as a tiny bathroom with sort of like an old-fashioned sort of shower, what we used to use back in like Xbox 360 days. There's probably better ways of being able to do a lot of this stuff, but basically that's what I done for this first build, is what I really wanted to do and everything. It's basically what I just do. And yeah, I had to also light up in these places. These places are completely lit up because there is actually, if I look here, there's actually glowstone behind the TV, so it lights up this whole area. Then there's some end rods here to be able to make sure that this room is lit up, as well as we have a little lampshade what is made from just a plant pot on top of a end rod. So yeah, that's basically what I done, as well as I lit up the roof as I shown before, I believe. Some of my footage actually messed up, and that's why I couldn't really show it off too much, but it's what I ended up with. What is a pretty cool thing, and it's definitely a good start to the city that I'm going to be building and all that. But everyone, thank you very much for watching this video. I've been Kenneth, and this has been an amazing video to be able to actually make, edit, and everything like that. There's been a lot going on in my life, but I'm hoping to actually start working on videos a lot more, and actually try and create the episode 2, hopefully without the lag and stuff that I've had in this one. Because there has been a lot of issues around that and all that, and I believe I've now sorted it, but it's going to be a lot of testing and things. I'm currently in a temporary place, so it's always hard to be able to, of course, do all of this. But if you liked it, then please leave a like. I'm going to try and improve on these videos all the time, like always, as well as work on the world a lot more. I have a lot of ideas, and I would like to show you it all in the future. So yeah, if you liked, then please like, subscribe if you're new to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest videos, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.